Hello and welcome, my dear students, to my channel Mathematics Made Easy. Upon the request of my students, today we are starting with the trigonometry series, and the first video which I have for you today is on the sign convention. So I have a question for you. Do you know what is a CAST diagram? Think about it, how this can help you for remembering the correct sign convention for your trigonometric ratios like sine theta, cos theta, tan theta, and so on. So in this video, I'll be providing you helpful tips. So this is Mr. Chika welcoming you all to today's session. Let's find the answers to this question in today's video. Make sure you watch the video till the end so that you understand this concept nicely, and remember after school to college rule that will help you for getting the correct answers. If you find the video useful, do share it with your friends, like, share, and subscribe to my channel, Mathematics Made Easy. So let's get started and dive into the video. So let's understand how we calculate the sign convention for trigonometric function. As a shortcut, I would use after school to college. Okay, this is the sign convention, the short form. So how I do it, as you know, this is the horizontal, this is the vertical axis. So if we start in the anti-clockwise direction, which is considered positive, then this is 0 degrees, 90, 180, 270, and then back to this 360. Okay, so I'm considering this direction, anti-clockwise. After to college, just please understand how this works. You know, this is the first quadrant, this is the second quadrant, this is the third quadrant, and this is the fourth quadrant. So if the angle is from 0 to 90 in the anti-clockwise direction, your angle theta, then this is the first quadrant that we take. Okay, so here in the first quadrant, all 6 trigonometric ratio are positive. So sine, cos, SOHCAHTOA, I hope you remember. SOHCAHTOA. So sine, cos, tan, and their reciprocals, cosecant, secant, and cot. All 6 of them. These are the 6 basic trigonometric ratio, as you know from my previous video. So these 6 trigonometric ratio all have positive sign if the angle is between 0 to 90. And if we come to second quadrant, S stands for sine. So sine is positive, and definitely its reciprocal, which is cosecant, will also be positive. So as an example, if I have cosecant of 120 degree, then I know it will have positive sign because 120 lies between 90 to 180, which is at the second quadrant. Okay, any other trigonometric ratio, for example, if I want to find the value of say cot 100, then I know this sign will have negative value because 100 lies in the second quadrant, and in the second quadrant only cosecant and sine is positive. So any other trigonometric ratio like cot would be having negative sign. Okay, so please remember this sign convention table. This will help you to find the trigonometric ratios, their sign, the trigonometric angles, and their values. Now let's come to third quadrant. In third quadrant, the angle has to be between 180 to 270. So when the angle is say 210, and in this one t is positive, t means tan theta is positive, and its reciprocal, definitely cot theta will always be positive when we are working on the third quadrant. So if I want to find the value of cos 210, sorry, then I know 210 lies between 180 to 270, so it will be in the third quadrant, but in this one cos is negative, so the answer would have negative sign. I hope you're understanding how we are working on this. And finally, in the fourth quadrant, cos is positive and its reciprocal, which is secant, is also positive. So if I want to find the value of sine 290 degrees, then I know it's going to be negative because 290 lies in the fourth quadrant between 270 to 360. Now this short form which I gave you, after school to college, is also called as CAST diagram. So in the next slide, I will give you the final overview Please remember the sign convention throughout the module of trigonometry. Throughout chapter 11, we are going to work on the sign conventions using this diagram. So sometimes it will be given to you like this. Let me give you an example. Theta lies between 90 to 180. So you'll have to judge which quadrant is this. So 90 to 180 means second quadrant. So accordingly, you have to take the sign conventions of all the trigonometric ratios. So let's summarize what we've learned today in the next slide. Okay, so just as a memory aid, this is what I've already explained to you. So in quadrant 1, all trigonometric ratio positive. In quadrant 2, only sine function is positive and its reciprocal cosecant. Then in quadrant 3, only tan function is positive and definitely its reciprocal cot. In quadrant 4, cosine is positive and its reciprocal secant. So as I told you, sometimes this is also called as CAST diagram. Just to remember CAST, it's in this order that you remember the order, or else after school to college will also work. So just I will write here after school to college. You will look at the first letters. A means all, S means sine, T means tan, and C means cos. So that's how you remember.